toss this down. We'll be getting some of her buildings as we, take over her base, so that should be kept in mind. I don't have... I have to push. Oh, actually, no, I have gold. There's also a gold shrine over here, but it's hard to go to it, as like I said, if you go that way. She can bring a lot of might to bear.
Ember Rift complete. A minion has entered your dungeon.
Okay. Ember Demon. Endlessly attacks towards your enemies. Respawns as long as its Ember Rift is intact. A lot of gold on this map. A lot of gold. Okay. I am approaching this from a different angle. But hopefully it'll work out well regardless. Over here is the way I went. And I normally advise. I'm meaning to advise to go.
None shall oppose me, and you will be the first to fall.
Your insolence has already cost me.
Get over here.
Don't make your situation
I'm probably not
worse.
making my point clearest. Occasionally, my English skills there seem to be failing me quite frequently. But I frequently don't recommend going this way. I recommend going this way, not over this way. Just for whatever reason, it seems that she can bring more might to bear that way. My forces just can't measure up.
Your vaults can't store any more gold.
But maybe it was just a case of me fucking up. Like I was approaching before I had enough, strong enough units or whatever. Like, it could be a few things. Okay, let's push to here. Let's toss down another.
Your minions are in combat. You have to kill Mira before the Kino's attunes. There's no time to waste. Get in there and destroy her core before she guts you like a micro piglet.
I need to get another imp in. I need to start claiming territory over here. Choose a few buildings. If I can claim those, it'll be beneficial. I just went the way I recommended not going, because this, connects to here. I like that as well. There's her core. Could I actually make this so? I was gonna save, but I'm not going to bother because there's no way for me to call my minions back. I'm kind of committed to this attack due to their proximity.
What point is there
she said lion beast. The subtitle said liar. It's very annoying.
Burn you from the realms like the parasite you are.
Oh, she is a very powerful dungeon core. Then again, I think that could just be the normal strength.
Ember Rift complete.
Same strength as mine. Like, I think all dungeon cores have the same stats. Seems so.
I was mistaken. The Kinos has twisted my mind. Underlord, help me.
Oh, you want to negotiate? Don't insult me. This Underlord will sever your core, and I shall trap you in a hell of my own making.
It's strange he never actually says your name. The only way you find out your name is by hovering over the text here and saying Underlord Overworld. Which is actually the same name as one of the heroes in Overworld, the game. An elven one.
Shut it, Mira! You betrayed our entire campaign, and now you will pay the price.
No, it's not possible. I was so close.
Pack your bags, wench! You're going.
I'd say I kind of like the narrator. Just either the lines he gets or how he says them. Like if you're maybe it's not a case of being good enough, but if you can say even I'm not saying the lines in the game are bad. I'm just saying if someone's good enough, they might be able to take even a bad line and make it sound good. If you get me.
Right.
It could go either way. I just like, regardless of which way it is, I like it. Is what I'm trying to get at.
Unfortunately for us,
I'm just going to restart this because I won't gab over it.
I've created a special little hell for Marcus and her to spend their exile in. Right. Now that you are armed with the Kinos, you should have no trouble challenging any threat in single combat. Unfortunately for us, the remaining Underlords have already realized this.
So Marcus must have been exiled by his defeat, but we never went and destroyed his, main dungeon core. Which, from all little I've been able to gather, if you destroy his main dungeon core, that scatters him to the, into exile. Again, remember what I suggested, like the Empire basically, the dungeon core he had there guarding the thing was his main dungeon core. Unless that was actually in his realm, which would be kind of strange. And wouldn't really make any sense. Why would it matter if an inhibitor was in his realm if we were invading somewhere else? So it does seem like there is a bit of story just kind of not really, going right, if you get me. Like some details, some information is, not there to make it make sense. I'll go with it if, the Empire did a ritual to make sure Marcus was kept weak. Strong enough to defend the thing, but not strong enough to actually challenge them. By, say, forcing him to have his, his important core be by the inhibitor. And, not have his important one back in his realm. In his, where he could secretly plan and build up power. Though I suppose he still could. Being in the middle of the, I suppose not middle, but whatever, of the Empire, they could easily, just crush his core. Unlike if they had to, go open a portal and then set up a base in his world, if you get me. So, I hope what I'm saying actually makes sense. I am somewhat tired. I'm tired than I should be. Come on. I woke up at 10, and it's, 6 a.m. At 10 p.m. I should, just to be clear. I should not be this tired. Come on. Anyway. I kind of want to continue and play a bit more. But I think I'm done for now. You know, there's actually only 2 more missions to the game. I did not think it was this short.
With such awesome power, you were bound to attract the greed of your brethren. Draven, Korvek, and Casita have banded together and plan to steal the artifact for themselves. Defeat them, and bend them to your will. For if they join your ranks, there will be no stopping your final assault upon the Empire.
Okay, I'm gonna give you... It's not really much of a spoiler. But here you'll be going up against 3 other underlords. Underkeepers. 3 other underlords and destroying their cores in this area. They are not destroyed. We can still communicate with you. Though once those cores are destroyed, they only continue communicating with you through, as far as I know, out of sync audio. And once they're all 3 are defeated. I say out of sync audio was like, remember on the earlier level with the dwarven guy who I killed, but yet he was still talking from beyond the grave. Possibly, unless it was meant to be a generic dwarf. But let's say it was meant to be him. Sometimes they'll do that as well. But I think, if I remember correctly, maybe they don't do it anymore. Or I'm just misremembering. But, you know, basically what I'm saying is they weren't banished into exile. And also, why would it matter if they're bent to their will if they're, you know, lost in the ether for who knows how long? So, again, puts weight to my idea that there was something different to Marcus, which was never mentioned. The information was never given to you. There might be a reason why we don't have that information. But to say any more is a spoiler. I would have to wait to the end of the next level, which will take a while to show you. One thing I will show you before I go. Home realm. Okay, for whatever reason we'll read this. Your home realm is a place for you to build a sanctuary away from the prying eyes and greedy hands of those who want to have what is yours. Return here when you need a reprieve from the campaigning life, or to touch up your dungeon with the new furnishings as you unlock them with the Veins of Evil. You can also test out your minion's mantle against magically created specters of your foes. Welcome home, Underlord. Welcome back, Underlord. You've been reborn from the swirling mist of the Aether at the most opportune time. I've been looking for someone to spearhead my campaign, but before we get stuck in, we'll have to refresh that old mind of yours. Also, that mission that I just did there went much quicker. I remember having to cut through, multiple buildings of, the enemy. And I just got, in this case, I just got there straight away. So yeah, I'll show you what this looks like. At the end of it, at the end of the game, if you go back to your home realm, you'll actually get some funny dialogue. So I'll be showing you this at least one more time. You can drop... Oh, I didn't get to read that quickly enough. Gold shrines can not only be mined for a virtually infinite amount of gold, but can also be used to saturate the gold market in the overworld. That dastardly bastard. The most feared underlord of all time, who brought more ruin and destruction to the overworld than any before or since, goes by the dreaded name, Sammy. Terrifying. Picking up gold from your vault and dropping on a minion will dramatically increase the minion's happiness, as well as that minion to buy more boots.
Remains dead for a very long time. It's the only respite you'll get from my wrath.
That was strange. I'm not sure, is that dialogue that was meant to be heard here? Like, after every mission, if you come back here, you'll hear something new. Or, like, what? I'm very unsure. So yeah, here you can build up places, and over here you can spawn in units. Increased and decreased level of spawning enemies with earth and rock. Rock presumably increases and earth decreases. You can see we're currently level 1. Hit a rock, it's level 2. Earth is back to 1. You can't you set it to 0 though. Spawn wave, hit sand, hit gold, gives you 10,000. You can build up a huge base here and whatnot. And you can spend as long as you want here. And just keep spawning enemies and whatnot. I doubt you can really, research anything in the veins of evil though. It would be a little unfair if you could say, unlock everything here. You presumably have to go through the campaign to actually, get it, the rest of the stuff. And considering that everything here is still locked, clearly. Though I wonder if, let's say, you unlock a few things in the campaign, but you don't, as in this symbol's gone, but you don't, get to sin for them. Could you say come to your home realm and research it? That would be kind of cool. Kind of nice. As then, well, you don't have to wait to get to sin on the next level to get it. Like, imagine if I had to wait, well, I'm not sure how much use they were. Imagine if I didn't have, I didn't unlock Ember Rift at the end of the last level. I would have had to wait to get the, sorry. 1 second, folks. I'd have, here, folks. I would have had to wait to get a sin, or, work without the Ember Demons on the last level with Mira, and the thing would have gone down differently. So, it'd be interesting to know. I'll be honest, I don't remember where I was going with it, so, well, let's move on. So, anyway, let's head back to the main menu. This is a new thing. In the past, like I was saying before, you couldn't reset home realm. You were just kind of stuck with whatever happened. So if you say died, that was it. You were done. You couldn't, even though you can continue spawning units and whatnot, you couldn't just keep playing. They would just die like straight away. I think they just exploded, which is, mildly annoying. I could keep playing. I have enough space for it, certainly. But I feel like I shouldn't. I feel like I should go save and leave it at that. Because I don't want happening to this. But I do enjoy the game as much as I am pointing out, like, there is maybe a few issues with the story. And maybe a lack of polish in certain parts. I still actually enjoy it. But yeah, I think I'm done for now. I do like the effect of, the bits like rising up to the notes, like to each level. I do like that. And now you can go back to each level.
Before you lies an imperial.
Wait. No, they still look like shit. It's just the water goes from black to looking like water, as it's, I think, meant to. But anyway, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this Let's Play so far, folks. Please leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you want to see some more. if you want to be, extra notified when one of my videos come out, after subscribing, and this goes true for like all YouTubers, and next to the subscribe key, the subscribe button, is a gear. I'm not sure if this is just on my page or, I'd say, under this video by next to the subscribe button there. But if you hit the gear, it'll bring down a drop-down list, and I think one of the things there, I think will notify you on your phone if you have a YouTube app that I put out a new video. Because I think that's how it works. Before this video goes out, I'll check it and put it on screen in text, because I remember saying that before. I remember being sure that's how it worked, but my memory's vague. So I want to be sure. I hate providing people misinformation or incorrect. I like being right, so I'll go verified. And if I'm incorrect, I most sincerely apologize. So, I'll talk to you again soon, folks. Adios.